right, I'm back once again for me, and I'm in the act of applying Nietzschean philosophy as I understand to my own life and philosophical inlook and outlook. And I make no claims as to mastering anything, only inroads into my own mind and my way of thinking. And that way of thinking has gone through a steady, constant change, if we can use that type of oxymoron here. And part of that change is in accepting the fact that old ideas do happen, that ideas run their course in time. From one's perspective, perspectives change. Perspective was, well, what's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of life? And it became, for me, well, what's the meaning of my life? What's the meaning I'm putting into my life? And then, where does this meaning come from? Where do I find these meanings? And of course, I'm born into it. And so it becomes a struggle of resistance, of an inertia of sorts, of standardized living that allows one to have something to overcome, meaning the stagnant relationship of one to life rather than a creative relationship. And so I feel that this is what Nietzsche was doing. He was researching this and looking for the origins of our values and turning them on their head in a re-examination process, and in his own mind calling for tragic philosophers who would be those of kindred spirit to Nietzsche, not in the sense of followers, but in those that are liberators from their own conditioning, especially that conditioning that says the suffering and pain and loss that is incurred in this life, which is the process of this life to a great deal, that in itself is no argument against life, that life is justified despite that. And that's the Dionysian affirmation of existence that Nietzsche came to find later in his life, before life overcame him, in his duality of the Apollonian form, mask, and the Dionysian content of chaos, the forming energy, the energy that we form this. One forms their outlook and inlook through and by. And so I'd like to discuss one of Nietzsche's pet terms, and that's the laughing lions that turn up in Thus Spoke Zarathustra. He's they've come along. He wants them to come along. They can keep company with the dove. They can keep company with the eagle and his serpent. This is his picture, I believe, of the tragic philosopher, the so-called laughing lion, someone with the courage to overcome his conditioning, the beast of burden, camel-like conditioning that Nietzsche portrays in the prologue of the beginning chapters of Zarathustra as part of what his self-overcoming is about. It's about overthrowing this camel-like existence of accepting all of these beliefs, all of these values and outlooks, and projecting them into a world and creating that world and continuing that creation. Nietzsche is about having the moral courage, having the integrity, the intellectual honesty, the bravery, in masculine terms, to step away from that. And this is what the lion is about. He's in the desert, and of course the final stage or the overcoming stage, which will set the stage for the culmination of these stages. Once again, it seems like it is a never-ending human process. Is that of the child, in which there's innocence in becoming, not naive, yes, a non-deliberation, yes, naivety, but not in a unwise way. It's a beyond good and evil, and it's a use of both the good and stepping away from this good, from this camel, from this burden of what is good, into this desert uh, with the courage of heart to become yourself and to liberate yourself. And so that's what the laughing lions are concerned with. That type of project.